Nearly 1 year after his split from Kelley Flanagan, Peter Weber opened up to HL about why he still wishes the best for his ex, despite their very public ups and downs post-split. Peter Weber and Kelley Flanagan's December 2020 breakup was followed by a lot of back and forth from both sides in the media, but when all is said and done, Peter has nothing but love for Kelley. "I'm always going to be Kelley's biggest fan and nothing will ever change that," Peter told HollywoodLife Exclusively while promoting his partnership with Dirt Kitchen Snacks. "It just is what it is with public relationships and people being invested in it. If it ends, unfortunately, you're going to have opinions all across the board." The former Bachelor star confirmed that he wants Kelley to be so happy and find the love of her life. He also added that even though it didn't work out between the two of us, I still wouldn't trade that experience for anything. "I absolutely love those months with her, so I just wish her nothing but the best, honestly." Peter first met Kelley in August 2019 when they were both at the same hotel for separate events. The very next month, she arrived as a contestant on his season of The Bachelor. Although Peter and Kelley had an instant connection due to their prior meeting, he wound up eliminating her during week 7. At the end of the show, Peter proposed to Hannah and Sluss, but they wound up breaking it off just weeks later. Following the split, which happened while Peter's season of The Bachelor was still airing, Peter ran into Kelley at a Super Bowl party in February 2020. There, they exchanged numbers and began to keep in touch. However, at the live Bachelor reunion in March, Peter had his eyes on a different woman, his runner-up, Madison Pruitt, who had previously dumped Peter before the final rose ceremony. Peter and Madison attempted to work things out, but their reconciliation only lasted a couple of days. By April, he was spotted hanging out with Kelley, and they dated for several months after that. Although Peter and Kelley were planning on moving to New York together in January 2021, they wound up breaking up in late December. They were on amicable terms after the breakup, and even briefly got back together in early February, before splitting for good later that month. At that point, Kelley began publicly opening up about more that went down between her and Peter, and didn't shy away from calling him out. She said that things ended really badly between them, and added, there were just a lot of non-negotiables in the relationship. They essentially were seeming to be worked on or saying that they were going to be worked on or changed, and actions kind of speak louder than words. If there is something that I saw as disrespectful in a relationship, I would speak on it. By September 2021, she had some more harsh words for Peter. "We went our separate ways and I don't really have any intention to keep communicating with him or have him in my life," Kelley insisted. "I wish him the best, I truly do, but again, I just don't really want to be associated." Peter also accused Kelley of stirring the pot and being very calculated after their breakup. Related gallery. The Bachelor, Peter Weber and his final 4 picks. Meanwhile, Peter also made headlines for his controversial back and forth between Hannah and Madison on The Bachelor, but that's a time in his life that he wants to very much move on from. "Honestly, I don't regret anything," he told us. "I truly feel like everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. While I was so thankful for those relationships at that point and going through that, I don't think about that anymore. I don't think about them. I'm not hung up on that at all. I have moved on and I'm only looking forward." He added, "I feel so removed, from that. I know it's not been that long, but in my mind, just the work I've kind of put into just being in a good place and leaving that in the past. I really have left that in the past. I'm just in such a good spot now and I'm so happy about that. I'm really looking forward